After a long cold winter, it's finally time to unwrap. It's all covered up. And there's the door we never used. Hopefully we find that she's in good shape underneath. Time to get her all cleaned up. Step one complete. She's unwrapped. Oh boy, is she dirty. It's tomorrow's task, and we'll see how well we can clean her up. And she's all exposed now anyway. Look at all that. Oh. Does anybody ever wash this boat? So far she seems to have weathered the winter okay though, but there'll be some work to do. That's why we're here. And we're making good progress, and now's the moment of discoveries. What did you find?
I found a Pop-Tart looking rock. We were going on the trail on the beach. I just randomly found this rock.
Well, that's a pretty fun discovery. The bad discovery I made is in the engine bay. Underneath some of the protrusions for some wires, I found these mushrooms growing. I think that's a really bad sign, but I plucked them. We'll see if they're tasty. So, testing our drive systems and trim tabs to make sure they work. We had a little bit of a scare, but I think we're working so far. What we've found out is, one, the trim tabs don't move at the same rate, which isn't ultimately good, but they are both going up and down. Also discovered, at least as a newbie, maybe this is expected, or maybe it's wired backwards, but the port switch controls the starboard trim tab and vice versa. But either way, they're both working, so we will live with that for now. However, the outdrives, we've got a couple different controls there which kind of confuse us, and we ended up moving them up first, and they both went up without any issue, and then we hit drives down and the starboard drive came down and not the port. So I thought that was going to stop us from putting into the water, because that's not good, till we found the problem. And let me show you what I discovered. So a brief survey here of the engine bay. Here's our starboard engine as I sit here down in the engine bay. It's our port engine. And we're still trying to identify all this stuff. I think we got a hot water tank back there. We'll have to figure out if that works someday. But back to our drives not going down. Ultimately, through listening to noises, we find that this pump here back on the back wall of the engine bay controls the drive pumps. Now we can see the hydraulics send fluid down, and everything seems okay and not necessarily leaking, but boy, do these things look old and missing a lot of paint. However, what I came to discover is that this plug was just sitting kind of half cocked off here, and what do you know, it wasn't really working very well. So I took this guy, reseated it all the way back in, and now magically our drives go all the way up and down. So that was quite an easy fix. Yay, I think we're getting closer to being able to put in without any major expense. Knock on wood. So,
and maybe it'll drive straight.
True, they may not have been level all season for all I know, and it had been not tracking straight through the water, so hopefully will make a difference. So there is our trim cylinder pumps. And our starboard trim cylinder pump.
Looking pretty good. Got our mooring cover back on. Finished day 1. Tomorrow will be boat scrubbing day. Today we're working on scrubbing the boat with a hull cleaner. We already did one side. I forgot to get a video of that first. Just for comparison's sake. Let's see what it looks like when we're all done. This area along the bottom scum line came pretty good on the other side, so hopefully we can clean it up. So after what, 4 hours at least of washing and waxing, it's looking pretty good. It's got a nice sheen on it in most places.
I see a reflection. Didn't have any reflections before.
Right. And then
a multitude of Starbright products seem to have done the trick.
on the
Hull
other
cleaner,
side,
boat wash, and clean and wax.
on this side was where our biggest cosmetic issue was, and it's improved. But Pat has hope that with some more type of product, you can get this guy off of here. So we're gonna try. But it's looking pretty good. So we're pretty sure that it's ready to go in the water. So maybe next video, you'll see us splashing.